Discover the power of deal analysis with myapp.property. Here we're looking at a hijacked building in Germiston Central. It has got 8 flats on the top and then 3 retail stores at the bottom. The condition of the property is unknown, but from what the photos are telling me, it looks like it's in a bit of a rough condition. Also, there's only 3 photos, the 3 that you've just seen, which is telling me that the agent wasn't able to get inside the property. It's likely a hijack. Well, it's definitely a hijack situation because when you read the blurb here, it says vacant occupation is not guaranteed. So this is definitely a bid or a property that I would not recommend for a newbie starting investor. This is somebody who's experienced with dealing with hijacked buildings and knows the process to clean it out. But this could be a property that you could get at a massive, massive steal. So it's got 3 retail outlets, 8 apartments, 4 1-beds, 4 2-beds. And obviously you're going to have to put a eviction cost aside. So I'm going to open up myapp.property to do my analysis. The asking price is 1.5 million, and that would be the starting bid. So I'm going to leave my purchase price at 1.5 million. And I think the market value, once you turn this building around, you're probably working on, let's say the 8 flats are worth about 350, and then plus the retail stores is another 500. So you're probably working on a valuation of about 3.3 million. If you were to clean it out, fully let it, it could be a good deal. Your transfer fees on that kind of cost is going to be about 80,000 Rand. If you don't know how to work that out, you go to the calculators, income transfer fees, and then there you can work it out. Renovation and inspection. So I'm going to work on each unit requiring maybe 80,000 Rand, so 640, and then the retail stores probably will be less because those are easier. Those are harder to hijack and easier to clean out. So I'm going to go with 800,000. And then in sourcing fee, instead of a sourcing fee, I'm going to put an eviction fee here. So the cost of evicting each unit. So we'll work on 30,000 Rand because that is the cost of an unopposed eviction. So 240,000 Rand as an eviction cost. Okay, let's see what the next step is, which is finance. The bank's not going to finance this one, right? The bank will only finance once it's cleaned out, fixed, and operating well. So I'm not going to work out a finance cost. Cash flow, you're probably looking at 36,000 for the apartments and then maybe 12,000 there. So maybe about, let's work on 48,600. Occupancy of 94. Management of 8%. Maintenance of 5%. Levies, rates, and taxes. Let's see if he's given me any numbers here. Okay, obviously I would need to get, confirmation and proofs and due diligence from the agent, which you can download. All of these bidding companies have DD packs that they send to you. But for the purpose of our, exercise, I'm just going to estimate what I think it would cost based on my experience. So I'm going to work on 1,800, 800, 2,500, 600, and electricity will be prepaid. Okay, we'll work on 27% income tax, 22% capital gains, 6.5, 10, and we'll do some sensitivity levels at 10% each. So the total cost of this deal will be 2.6 million, but remember the valuation will be 3.3 million. If we can fix this thing and then later on refinance, we could potentially pull out all of our equity. And let's go to the summary tab, overview. We're not getting a discount to asking because it's an auction, but the discount to market value is amazing. In terms of the bear, base, and bull case, there's the gross revenue per annum. So working on the base case, it'll make about 550 per year, which gives a gross yield of 36%, and it will be cash flow positive in year 1, assuming you can clean it out, fix it up, and start renting it out. On the returns, it's a 19.9% internal rate of return, which is pretty good. I usually like to benchmark 20% as my go-to, so this would be a deal that would fit my criteria. The net yield, cash on cash return day 1 of 11.3%. It's got a net present value of nearly 5 million, and it will take 8 years to pay back your original capital. If we look at the debt equity, there is no debt on this property because we've assumed that we're going to do a cash purchase up front. And then let's look at the capex spend. So majority is going to go towards the deposit, followed by a sourcing fee, or in this case, it would be an eviction fee, the renovation and inspection costs, and transfer costs. And then look at the project cash flow. You know, the cumulative cash flow, and when you start actually seeing a profit post your cost, your original capital being paid back, will be year 8. So it takes 8 years for you to pay back your original investment, and then it's just pure profit from then onwards. So the deal looks pretty good. Obviously, there is a risk premium to this, and if you don't know what you're doing, don't bid on a hijack building, don't go to auction. Obviously, get educated, get the right mentorship, get the right advice. Don't jump into something this risky first off. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some finance. I'm going to get a bank finance, and I'm going to pull out 2 million at an interest rate of, let's say, 12% over 20 years. And now I'm going to go back to my summary tab, and I want to see how my deal has changed. So first off, debt equity changes. Here you can now see the outstanding bond, and the bond will be paid off in 20 years. So you can see that we've put some equity, we've taken some equity off the table. If we go to the returns now, you can see that the internal rate of return went from 19% to 26% because I have less of my own money in the deal, meaning my money is now working harder for me, and it will take 7 years to pay back this investment. And my capex spend has gotten down because now I've got debt in the picture, so I don't have to pay the expensive deposit that was originally there. And once I've run my numbers with a few clicks, I can download a professionally designed investor proposal, which details all the numbers, the projections that I've just shown you. And this is what you can use to raise finance from private or institutional lenders. In the world of property investing, success likes speed. And being able to quickly and confidently analyze deals will give you the competitive edge. With this tool, you can analyze all types of property deals like commercial, multi-lets, and even student housing. Analyze cash flows, understand market trends, and assess risks, all with a few clicks of a button. Our tool simplifies data, making it accessible and actionable. This tool will help you save time, it'll enhance your decision making, and you can even learn the insider secrets of the cash flow market in South Africa. Some of the features include calculators, things like transfer fee, income tax, and affordability calculators. Analysis of deals giving you the cash flow, return on investment, internal rate of return, NPV, and all the financial metrics you need to make an informed decision. And with a click of a few buttons, you can generate a professionally designed investor proposal to help you raise finance for your next deal. Take your investing to the next level. Register at myapp.property today.